We're over here at our neighbor Elizabeth's house. She's got this amazing permaculture farm very close to ours, and we have a good working relationship where we'll come harvest her fruit for her and then sell it at the store, and then we get to make the margin at the store and she gets paid for her productive orchard. This is amazing property with so much diversity. There's hundreds of different species, lots of crazy, unique fruit. Today we're going to be harvesting the mangoes, sapotes, the jaboticabas, soursops, but we get a lot of jaboticabas over here, a lot of Suriname cherries. There's some great mulberries, and this property was planted about 26 years ago. So it's truly like greening the desert. Like, this place was just parched and nothing but weeds on it. And she did an amazing job. Lots of avocados over here, loquat trees, cashew apples, guavas, just very nice selection, diversity. She has a pond here, so very well planned out and fun, mature permaculture, food forest. We got some pomegranates over here, but I'm pretty much gonna say these are mostly a little bit on the pink side, so we don't have too much urgency. We'll come back a little bit later and get that. We just finished the Suriname cherry harvest off of this hedge right here, so nothing on that one. We got so many Suriname cherries off of this hedge right here. I think we cleaned them all up about a couple weeks ago. Just kind of peeking around, looking for any late stragglers. Probably not enough to fill a container, but maybe something for a snack. Yeah, so we got Jamaican lilacois. One of my favorite flowers in the world is the various passiflora. So this is the Jamaican lilacois. Beautiful, and that makes a nice soft orange lilacois. This is a jaboticaba tree as well, but this one is already, or didn't flower yet, the second time for the year. If we look real close, we could maybe see some buds possibly forming here. It's interesting. Sometimes they flower at the same times and sometimes they don't. And still learning how and why that happens. When you create such diversity, you have diversity of things that eat the food as well. So if we let these mangoes ripen on the tree, the birds come and and then it's not really sellable anymore. So we put bags around each of the fruit when they're green, and then when they get the color on it, then we can come and take that off. Take this bag off, and then you got this beautiful fruit right here. This is a Raposa, one of my personal favorite mangoes. Such a good fruit. This is a white sapote tree right here. And this is a nice mature size. The white sapote. Tastes like a custard apple. Oh, there's another big one here. Hey, did we bring the picker down here? All right, so, oh, did you find anything high? White sapote, very sweet fruit. It's got multiple seeds on the inside. Some are fertile and some are not. I'm sure that has something to do with pollination, but it's a creamy custard apple kind of a flavor. Very thin skin, which is edible. A lot of potassium and all the different minerals that it can pull out of the ground. Kind of what I would describe as a classic subtropical fruit. So as long as it doesn't freeze, these should be able to do well. How do you eat them? You wait till they're ripe, and basically you almost could like touch the skin like that and you'll break it. So it'll be soft enough that you could just kind of pull it apart. So this one had fallen on the ground, but it's in perfect condition. So like I said, you want to have some softness to it, and then when you can open, seems to be true for a lot of fruits, you don't need a tool. But if you can open it with your bare hands, it could definitely be riper, but this is kind of a nice texture when it's like this too. Very delicious. Pretty big seed for this size fruit, but that's what you can grow a tree out of. Sometimes they'll be underdeveloped or infertile, and they'll be like really thin. One seed makes one tree. So these are some dragon fruits right here. You got some green fruit, and this will be ripe within 4 weeks. And then this is a flower, which is an amazing flower. So this one is opening just this morning for the first time. And you can see delicately in there how beautiful it is. There's a big bee in there right now if you want to come look. Like, you got to get right down in. There's a giant bee just living its best life. I mean, what a place to take a nap in a dragon flower. They're only fertile, they can only get pollinated for 1 day. This one's just starting to flower. So this is the beginning, right? So it's gonna grow, 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 and it's pointing upwards. It opens one night. When it's up like that, that's when it can actually get pollinated. And then after that, so this one just was yesterday's, and after that it shrivels up, and then that's it. And then this piece right here currently is not fruit yet, but it will turn into fruit. This is exciting. Look at this one right here, dude. That's going to be a massive fruit. And it's interesting to note the early season, it seems like a lot of the flowers are on the rising sun side. But this one's just getting started, right? It's going to be a massive one right there too. So it hasn't opened up and turned into a flower yet. And then you see the ones next to it. This was like yesterday's already done. It's only open for business for 1 day. These are both night blooming cereus family, but these are interesting. These are both seedlings. So you have there's a white flesh one here and a red flesh one here, and these are grown from seed. And traditionally, or most commonly, dragon fruits are grown by cuttings. All of our other dragon fruit plantings we plant from cuttings. So to plant the dragon fruit, you can just take one of these branches. I usually like to try to get two that are connected together. So you take like one here, and then you cut this one and you bury that one in the ground and put it up against the post. And then you might get your first flower in 2 years. And, after year 3, you probably get a few fruits. And year 4, you probably have a lot of fruit. peak summertime, we got dragon fruit. So there's a few different kinds of dragon fruit. This one is a white one. Beautiful contrast right here. And this white one is actually sweeter than this red one, but sometimes red varieties are sweeter. But the red one has, you know, the most antioxidants in it. This is the deep dark color. Dragon fruit is most famous for its low glycemic content. So something that's gonna taste sweet and be refreshing, but it's not gonna overload your system with too much sugar, carbohydrates. So people are trying to reduce their carbohydrate load or have diabetes, sugar metabolic issues. Dragon fruit is a winner.